What's your full name? How old are you? What's your birthday? What star sign does that make it? What's your favorite color? What's your lucky number? Do you have any pets? Where are you from? How tall are you? What shoe size are you? What is your mother's maiden name? Are you comfortable with yourself? Are you comfortable around others? Are you scared about the future? If you were ruler of the world, what laws would you make? If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? And what would your hero name be? And what outfit would you wear? What was your last dream about? What would you do if you won the lottery? Would you like to design your own house? Which form of public transport do you prefer? What talents do you have? Can you juggle? Can you solve a Rubik's Cube? Do you have a cherished childhood teddy bear? Are you psychic in any way? Are you a good dancer? Are you a good singer? Are you a good cook? Are you a good artist? Are you a good listener? Are you a good public speaker? Are you a good babysitter? Are you a good mechanic? Are you a good diplomat? Are you a good employee? Are you a good swimmer? Are you a good lover? Are you a good musician? Are you a good comedian? Are you a good cleaner? Are you a good actor? Are you a good writer? Have you ever been bungee jumping? What types of holidays do you prefer? What's the furthest you've ever been on holiday? What was your favorite holiday? Where would your dream holiday be? Can you tap dance? What's your favorite zoo animal? What's your favorite sport? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite pizza topping? What's your favorite film? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite alcoholic drink? What's your favorite non-alcoholic drink? What's your favorite TV program? What's your favorite boy band? What's your favorite girl group? What would be your ideal partner? Do you want children? Do you want a church wedding? Are you religious? Do you like reality TV programs? If you could go back in time to change one thing, what would it be? Are you any good at pool? What's the highest you've ever jumped into the water from? Have you ever been admitted to hospital? Have you ever had any brushes with the law? Have you ever been on TV? Have you ever met any celebrities? Have you ever been to Legoland? Have you ever done something heroic? Have you ever played a practical joke on anyone? Have you ever been the recipient of a practical joke? What would be your best achievement to date? Do you prefer baths or showers? Do you prefer towel drying, blow drying, or natural dry in your hair? Have you ever built a snowman? Have you ever been sledging? Have you ever flown a kite? What color socks are you wearing? If you could live anywhere, where would that be? Have you ever been famous? Would you like to be a big celebrity? How big is your TV? What is your most essential appliance? What type of music do you like? Have you ever been skinny dipping? How many pillows do you sleep with? What position do you often sleep in? What do you wear to bed? How big is your house? Do you prefer sunrises or sunsets? What do you typically have for breakfast? Do you like scary movies? What's your favorite milkshake flavor? Have you ever been in a newspaper? How long can you balance on one foot? Have you ever fired a gun? Have you ever tried archery? What's your favorite condiment? What's your favorite clean word? What's your favorite swear word? What's your least favorite word? What was the last film you saw? What football team do you support? What's the longest you've gone without sleep? What's the tallest building you've ever been up? Do you have any scars? Do you like Marmite? What did you want to be when you grew up? If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be? What's the longest you've ever grown your hair? Are you scared of flying? Would you rather trade some intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? Have you ever tie-dyed your own clothes? How often do you buy new clothes? Are you reliable? Are you proud of yourself? Have you ever had a secret admirer? If you could ask your future self one question, what would it be? Do you hold grudges? If you could breed two animals together to defy the laws of nature, what new animal would you create? Do you decorate the outside of your house for Christmas? Can you solve Sudoku puzzles? What's the most unusual conversation you've ever had? Are you much of a gambler? Are you much of a daredevil? Are you a good liar? Are you a good judge of character? Are you any good at charades? How long could you go without talking? What has been your worst haircut/style? Can you ice skate? Can you somersault? What's your favorite joke? What's been your best present? What's been your worst present? Have you ever sleepwalked? Can you build a house of cards? What's your favorite TV advert? Can you play poker? If your parents hated your partner you currently loved, would you ditch him or carry on with him despite the protests? Have you ever been professionally photographed? Have you ever baked your own cake? What's your favorite fruit pastel color? What traditionally adorns the top of your Christmas tree? What would be your dream sandwich? Can you impersonate anyone famous? Can you do any accents other than your own? What's your favorite accent? In O's and X's, which do you normally pick? Do you prefer blue or black inked pens? What was the last thing you recorded off TV? What was the last thing you dressed up as for fancy dress? Do you prefer green or red grapes? What do you like on your toast? Do you prefer liquid soap or bars of soap? How do you have your eggs? Can you stand on your hands, unassisted? What do you have on your fridge door? Do you love or hate MySpace? Who was the last person to knock/ring at your door? Have you ever been bobbing for apples? What's your most expensive piece of clothing? What's the last thing you took a picture of? What's the last thing you drew a picture of? Have you ever bought anything from eBay? What's your favorite smell/scent? Can you blow bubbles with bubble gum? What was your favorite birthday? Can you curl your tongue? Is your belly button an innie or outie? What would be your dream car? Are you left or right-handed? What was the last book you read? What was the last song you danced to? Have you ever owned a yo-yo? Have you ever been on a pogo stick? Who was the last person to send you a text message? Have you ever accidentally injured anyone? Are you scared of spiders? Have you ever been banned from a public place? How much spam email do you tend to get a week? If you could learn any language fluently, what would it be? What historical figure would you love to see in 21st century life? As a kid, were you ever frightened of a monster under the bed or in the cupboard? Do you like clowns? Have you ever been surfing? Have you ever been snowboarding? Who was better, the Beatles or Elvis Presley? What's your favorite type of foreign food? Which foreign country do you dislike the most? Do you like your music loud or easy listening? What's your favorite animated or cartoon program? Do you sing in the shower? Are you a clean or messy person? What's your preferred playing piece in Monopoly? Can or do you still play Twister? Can you play chess? Do you prefer straight or bendy straws? Do you like poetry? Are you a bad loser? Which would you choose? Jelly or ice cream? What's your favorite type of pie? What's your most used phrase? What's your most used word? Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life? What would your dream job be? Which song do you hate the most? How long does it take you to get ready? What do you think the greatest invention has been? Who's your favorite comedian? What's your favorite board game? Do you have any lucky items, objects, or traditions? Do you have any superstitions? What's your favorite movie quote? Do you have much of an ego? Do you wear sunglasses indoors to look cool or stylish? Are you a hat person? What's your favorite supermarket chain? What's your favorite fast food chain? What's your first thought upon waking up? What animal would you most like to have as a pet? What's your favorite type of tree? If you could bankrupt one person or company, who would it be? If you could steal one thing without consequence, what would it be? If evildoers invaded your country, would you rush to the battle lines to defend the motherland or hide in a box? What's your favorite flower? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster? Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe the governments hide technology and information from the public? Which is your favorite Pokemon? What horror fiction character scares you the most? Can you do 10 revolutions of a hula hoop? Do you think Great Britain should have a national day? Do you think Great Britain should be part of a united Europe? Would you want the euro or keep the British pound? Were you part of the brownies/cubs/scouts/guides etc.? Have you ever invented a fairly unique meal or drink? Do you have any secret family recipes? Do you have any family secrets? Are you good at keeping secrets? Have you ever been up in a hot air balloon? What's your favorite sci-fi film/program etc.? When playing checkers or chess, do you prefer to be black or white? Which is better, a pasty or sausage roll? Do you prefer shopping on the high street or online? Would you ever want to learn to fly? Do you often read your horoscope? Have you ever had a proper tarot reading? What's your favorite brand of newspaper? Have you ever milked a cow? Have you ever used the phrase "back in my time" to someone younger than you? Do you love or hate roller coasters? Which was the greatest empire? What's the cleverest word you know? What's your favorite sportswear brand? Do you buy any weekly/monthly magazines? Who's your favorite superhero? Who's your favorite villain? What was the last album you purchased? What was the last DVD you purchased? What was the last piece of clothing you purchased? Do you have a Swiss Army knife? At what age did you twig onto the fact Santa wasn't real? What's your favorite fruit? Have you ever done something really unbelievable, only to have no one around to see it? Do you buy from charity shops? Have you ever sold your services? Have you ever raised money for charity? Is the glass half full or half empty? Is the grass greener on the other side? If a tree falls in the forest and there's no one around to hear it, does it make a noise? Why does it always rain on me? Have you ever sailed a boat? Do you love or loathe Harry Potter? Do you do your utmost for the environment? Have you ever wielded a sword? If you were famous, would you want a statue or a building named after you? What's your favorite type of fish? Which do you prefer, ponytails or pigtails? What's the ultimate cake topping? Do you like marzipan? If you were in a band, what instrument/role would you play? Can you erect a tent? Do you suck or bite lollipops? Have you ever used the Yellow Pages? If you have an MP3 player, what size is it? Do you still have any music on vinyl or cassettes? Do you still have a camera that uses conventional film? Approximately how many DVDs do you have? Approximately how many albums do you have? Do you talk to yourself? Do you sing to yourself? Do you know any identical twins? Have you ever given blood? Could you ever be a medical guinea pig? What's your favorite radio station? What's your favorite letter of the alphabet? Which is better? Rollerblade or roller skates? Have you ever written a love letter? How many Valentine's cards did you receive this/last year? What are cooler? Dinosaurs or dragons? Have you ever made your own ice lollies? Have you ever made your own ice cream? Which foreign language did you have to learn at school? And do you still remember enough to hold a conversation in that language? Do you know CPR? Do you have any swimming badges? Do you prefer digital or rotary/analog clocks? How tall is the tallest person you know? Have you ever got lost in a maze? Have you ever been attacked by a wild animal? Have you ever ridden a camel? What's your opinion on rats? Have you ever been to a gym?